In just 9 minutes, uncover 10 shocking takeaways from Steven Bartlett's explosive Diary of a CEO talk with Cathie Wood on Elon's plan to make you rich while you sleep, why Bitcoin might hit 1.5 million, and how robots will soon change your job, home, and future. Takeaway 1. Where you put your money matters. Cathie Wood explains that most people are investing in the wrong companies because they are looking backward, not forward. She says that companies like Apple may look safe today, but they might soon be left behind if they cannot keep up with artificial intelligence. Her team at ARK Invest focuses only on businesses using technology to completely change industries. These companies are often misunderstood today, but could multiply 10 times or more in value over the next 5 to 10 years. She believes Tesla is one such company, not just because it sells cars, but because it is building the world's biggest artificial intelligence project. Cathie says if you want to be rich in the next decade, follow where real change is happening, not where people feel safe. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 2, how to grow small investments fast. If someone only has a few $100 or $1,000 to invest, Cathie Wood says they do not need to be a financial expert. She advises putting small amounts regularly into an ETF, which is like a basket of different stocks you can buy with one click. She mentions her ARK ETFs include only their top picks in innovation and are easy to access on apps. The key is to invest steadily over time, which she calls averaging in, and not panic when prices go up and down. She says this works especially well for younger investors who have time to let technology do the heavy lifting. For example, Cathie shares that one of her daughters was buying small amounts of Bitcoin every week with whatever she could spare, even though it was not much money. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 3, Tesla is more than just cars. Cathie Wood believes that Tesla is not a car company, but the most advanced artificial intelligence platform in the world. She says the biggest value will not come from selling cars, but from the autonomous taxi service Tesla is building. She says in a few years, people will be able to send their Tesla cars out to earn money for them during the day while they are at work. The software that runs these self-driving cars will make more money than just selling vehicles. For example, if you are on holiday, your Tesla could be driving people around and making income for you instead of sitting in the garage. She predicts Tesla's stock will reach over $2,600 within 5 years, mainly because of the taxi and robot business, not the car business. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 4, Bitcoin is more than just digital money. Cathie Wood was one of the earliest major investors in Bitcoin, buying it when it was only $250. She now believes it could reach $1.5 million by 2030. She explains that Bitcoin is not just an investment, but a new form of money that cannot be controlled by any government. She sees it as a global store of value, like gold, but better because it is digital and limited in supply. She also says that many young people and even entire countries with weak currencies are starting to use Bitcoin as insurance against economic failure. For example, in Venezuela, where the national currency often collapses, people are turning to Bitcoin and stablecoins to protect their savings. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 5, future wealth will come from 5 sectors. Cathie Wood and her team invest only in companies that operate in 5 areas she believes will shape the future: artificial intelligence, robotics, energy storage, blockchain, and advanced life sciences. She says these are not just new trends, but entire revolutions happening at once. Companies working at the center of these fields are going to change how we live, work, travel, and even heal from disease. For example, one company they invest in uses gene editing to cure blood diseases like sickle cell anemia with a single treatment. This is already happening today, not in the future, and the companies behind this will be the giants of tomorrow. We're halfway through the video. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're enjoying it, hit the thumbs up and share it in your WhatsApp groups. If you'd like to support us, please tap the thanks button below. It helps us keep making great content. Drop a comment and don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Now let's continue with the video. Takeaway 6. Your job might vanish, but that's not bad. Cathie Wood warns that many traditional jobs will disappear in the next 5 years due to automation and artificial intelligence. She says entire industries like driving, customer service, and even parts of finance will be taken over by machines. But she also sees a massive rise in new jobs that involve using creativity, emotion, and human judgment. She explains that if you want to stay ahead, focus on things that machines cannot easily do. For example, her friend teaches breathwork to women in small group sessions. That kind of personal, emotional work cannot be done by a robot and is likely to be in high demand. She believes the future will be about passion-driven jobs, not just safe career choices. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 7. Humanoid robots will change your home. Cathie Wood explains that humanoid robots are being built faster than anyone expected, especially by companies like Tesla. These robots are designed to do everyday tasks and could become as common as smartphones. She says Elon Musk believes this business will make even more money than self-driving taxis in the long run. These robots use the same 3 technologies as autonomous cars: robotics, AI, and batteries. They will be able to clean your house, assist the elderly, and even help businesses run without hiring more people. For example, Tesla's robots are being trained to do things like dance, which proves they have the physical coordination to move like humans and soon do household tasks. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 8. AI is learning to program itself. One of the most surprising ideas in the podcast was that software is now being written using plain English. Cathie Wood says that with natural language programming, anyone can tell an AI what they want a program to do, and it will write the code. This means fewer people will need to learn traditional programming. For example, she says her own investment firm is replacing expensive third-party software with custom tools built using AI, which they created by just describing what they needed. She calls this vibe coding and says it will allow more creativity and customization in businesses without hiring developers. This could completely reshape how companies operate and create new job categories. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 9. The global economy is about to speed up. Cathie Wood believes that the next 5 years will see the fastest economic growth in human history thanks to technology. She says that for most of the last 500 years, economies grew at less than 1% per year. Then came the Industrial Revolution, and we started growing at about 3%. Now, because of AI, robots, gene editing, and digital money, she predicts growth will hit over 7% per year. That means more money, more innovation, and more opportunity than ever before. For example, she mentions that the total value of global autonomous taxi networks could be close to $10 trillion in a decade, which is almost 10% of the entire world economy today. Now let's move to the last takeaway. Takeaway 10. Success depends on asking better questions. Cathie Wood says that her edge in the investing world comes from not being afraid to ask questions others avoid. She shares that her team often starts with a blank sheet of paper because most of what they are investing in has no history. She says machines and AI can follow patterns, but they cannot yet ask the right questions about what does not exist yet. For example, when she first said in 2014 that self-driving cars were just robots on wheels, people laughed at her. But that insight led her to invest in companies building the future. She advises young people to always aim to make their boss look good, because that opens the door to bigger opportunities and builds strong confidence in their own skills. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support this channel, hit the thanks button below. It really helps us keep going. If you enjoyed this summary, please leave a like and share it in your WhatsApp groups. To join discussion about this video, drop a comment below. And for more videos like this, hit the subscribe button below.